Sonia. Guess what time it is? Love Bug Productions. And this is Grandma. We're going to read another book from the Mammoth Book of Children's Stories. And it's so chilly today, I thought I'd put on a warm sweater because it's fall and we need to keep warmer. So I'm going to read The Wolf and the 7 Kids. There once was an old goat with 7 little kids. She loved them the way that every mother loves her children. One day she had to go into the woods and fetch them some food. So she called them. "Dear children," she said, "I have to go into the forest, and you must be on your guard against the wolf. If you let them come inside, he will eat you up, hair and skin and all. Sometimes he distinguishes himself, but you will know him by his hoarse voice and his big black paws." "Dear mother," said the kids, "don't worry, we know how to take care of ourselves." "All right then, goodbye," bleated the mother goat as she went off into the woods. Soon the 7 little kids heard a knocking. Knock, knock, knock. And the voice cried, "Open the door, dear children. This is your mother." But the little kids knew it was the wolf by his hoarse voice. "We will not open the door," they said. "You are not our mother. She has a soft, sweet voice, but your voice is hoarse. You are the wolf." The wolf went away, but he had not given up. He went to a shop and bought a big lump of chalk. He ate this, and it made his voice very soft. And then he came back and knocked at the door again. "Open the door, dear children," he called in his sweet, soft voice. "This is your mother." But the wolf had put up his black paws against the window, and the kids saw them. "We will not open the door," they said. "You are not our mother. She has white paws, and your paws are black. You are the wolf." Anya, you know that paws are the little hands of the dog and the wolf and the goats. The wolf went away, but he had not given up. He went to the baker. "I have hurt my paws," he said. "Please rub some dough over them for me." When the baker had rubbed his paws with dough, he went to the miller. "And strew some white flour over my paws," he said. "I won't do it," the miller answered. "I believe you are up to some mischief." "Do as you're told, or I'll eat you up," said the wolf to the miller. When the miller heard this, he was afraid and made the wolf's paws white for him. Soon the wolf came back to the goat's house and knocked at the door. Knock, 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 knock. "Open the door, dear children," he called. "This is your mother." The old wolf's voice was soft and sweet, but the kids said, "First show us your paws. Then we will know if you are really our mother or not." So the wolf put up his paws against the window, and when the kids saw how white the paws were, they thought their mother had come home, and they opened up the door. Then in bounded the wolf, and the frightened little kids tried to hide. One ran under the table, the second got into the bed, the third little kid hid in the oven, and the fourth in the kitchen, and the fifth in the cupboard, and the sixth under the sink, and the 7th in the clock case. But the wolf found them all except the youngest, who had hidden in the clock case. One after another, he gobbled them down, 6 little kids, yum, yum, yum. And then he went to the meadow and lay down under a tree and went to sleep. Not long after that, the mother goat came home. What a sight met her eyes! The door stood open wide, tables and chairs had been overthrown, pillows and covers had been thrown off the bed, and dishes were broken. The poor frightened mother called to her children. "Children, children, where are you?" One after another she called them by name, but there was no answer until she came to the 7th little kid. "Here I am, mother," he said in his soft, scared voice, "in the clock case." She helped him out, and he told her how the wolf had come and eaten all the others. Then you may imagine how the poor mother wept for the loss of her children. At last, in her grief, she wandered out of doors, and the youngest kid went with her. When they came to the meadow, they saw the wolf lying under a tree, and he was snoring so hard that the branches shook. The mother goat looked at him and noticed that something was moving and struggling inside his body. "Goodness me," she said, "can it be that my poor children, which he has swallowed for his supper, can still be alive?" Oh, she sent the youngest kid back to the house to get her scissors and a needle and thread. Then she cut open the wolf's stomach. Hardly. She had made a cut when the little kid burst out his head. She made another cut, and all 6 little kids sprang out alive and well. The wolf had gobbled them up in such a hurry that he swallowed them whole. Then what rejoicing there was! The 6 little kids hugged their mothers and danced around her. "Now fetch me some big stones," she said. "We'll put them in the wicked wolf's stomach while he is asleep." So the 7 little kids fetched all the stones they could find and filled up the wolf's stomach with them. Then the mother sewed him up again, but he was sleeping so hard he never even stirred. When at last the wolf woke up, the stones inside him made him feel quite thirsty. He started for the well to get a drink, but when he walked, the stones knocked against one another and rattled, so he cried out, "What is it that knocks against my poor bones? I thought it was kids, but it feels more like stones." When he reached the brook, he stopped to drink, but the stones were so heavy that he toppled over into the water and was drowned. When the little kids and their mother saw this, they came running. "The wolf is dead! The wolf is dead!" they cried, and taking hands, they danced with joy around the well. Talk to you later, Miss Anya. Have a nice day.